My mom cheated on my dad, and I get why. So back when I was teen it was discovered that my mom was carrying on an affair with another man. My dad ended up forgiving my mom and moving forward together. I held resentment for my mom for a real long time because how dare she do that to my dad. Hindsight is 20/20 though. Well, now as I am an adult, pushing 30, I can see their relationship for what it is. My dad is a great dad, absolutely wonderful, although I can see the misogyny from how he was raised at that period of time. As a husband and partner I can see how lousy he is. My mom is basically his mom too. She does all the cleaning in their house. He can't be bothered to even wash a dish or clean up after himself. My mom does it all. The mental load. She takes it all, keeping track of groceries they need for the next shopping trip. She's in charge of paying all the bills, cooking the meals. Oh, and she still has to work her regular job full time. 45 plus hours a week. My dad's health isn't the greatest, so my mom has also become his nurse when he is ill, managing the myriad of his medications and general health. Also, she cares for my grandma as she is sick too with a couple diseases, so on top of everything she does she manages grandma's health too, all without a thank you or you're appreciated. This past Christmas put everything into perspective. My mom coordinated with my siblings to all go in on a super expensive gift for him for Christmas. An item he really wants. The effort he put into her gift, zero. He got her absolutely nothing. I spoke to him privately prior to gift exchange about what he got my mom, claiming, well, I buy her nice anniversary and birthday gifts. Isn't that enough? I see the disappointment my mom feels on her face and it hurts me. She doesn't get just because flowers from him. It's like he sees her as just a person to take care of him at home. This has been their whole relationship, not just after the affair, but prior to it too. So although I absolutely do not condone cheating, I can understand why she did what she did back then. I get sad thinking of my mom and how she takes care of everyone, but the person who is supposed to take care of her doesn't do that. I catch myself thinking occasionally, they should really just get divorced. I have learned over the years to really cherish my mom, so even if he doesn't spoil her, I do. Take her on mini weekend trips. We go to out-of-town concerts together. I try to buy her small just thinking of you gifts so she can feel appreciated and loved.
Today I messed up by glancing at my boyfriend's phone while out to dinner. This just happened last night. I was out to dinner with my boyfriend and before the server took our order, I went to the bathroom. When I got back to sit down, my boyfriend's phone was open on the table and I happened to notice a message from someone with red hearts. I honestly at first thought nothing of it. I wasn't even trying to look at his phone. It just happened to be right there. I'm not a jealous person. He's never given me any reason to think he's cheating and we have a very healthy relationship. I do however struggle with intrusive thoughts and trauma from people burning me in the past. I've been in therapy and I've made a lot of progress and haven't had any major episodes in a long time. But when my boyfriend immediately picked up his phone and says, I have to text my boss real quick, I started to panic. I tried to tell myself I was being irrational. He literally could have had to text his boss and just remembered at that moment, and the hearts could have been from his mom for all I know. So I told myself to let it go because like I said, he's never given me a reason to doubt him and we've always had a very trusting relationship, but for some reason every single thing he said and did that sent me into a spiral. I started rapidly switching between thinking I was being irrational for no reason whatsoever to thinking he's secretly a narcissist. Eventually it got to the point where I was on the verge of tears, and not because I genuinely thought he was cheating on me, but because I could feel myself spiraling and it was upsetting considering I hadn't had an episode like this in years. I didn't want to say anything to him cause I felt dumb, but knew if I didn't talk to him about it, it was going to eat me up inside, regardless of how irrational I knew my thinking was. So I told him what I saw and how I was feeling and he immediately grabbed his phone and showed me every person he's talked to today, but it turned out that the hearts were actually on a text from me. Before I went to the bathroom I had texted him my order so that he could tell the server if he came while I was gone, which I completely forgot about. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I apologized 100 times and told him I truly didn't think he was cheating, but I definitely let the intrusive thoughts win that time. He wasn't upset and we laughed about it and had a great rest of our night. My employee told everyone in our organization that the CEO and I are having an affair and he's a married man. My partner 47 male and I 40 female own and operate a small business with around 100 to 150 employees. My partner is not only my business partner, but my life partner as well. He is our CEO while I share an ops role. Our relationship outside of work has never been something we have kept a secret, but we are both professionals that are respectful of the environment we work in and the employees that work in it. No one wants to see PDA or hear about our personal lives. We have never skirted around the issue that we are together and we even drive into the facility together regularly. Most of the staff have worked for us in the past so they are aware that we are together. Unless someone asks, we typically don't start out our day by letting our staff know we are dating. If they ask, we happily would let them know. No secrets here. We are also the sole owners of the business so we do not answer to a board, etc. My partner was married and has been divorced for over 13 years. He has 2 adult children who are in college. We have been dating for 3 years and have a happy, healthy relationship. There's no tea to spill there. His ex-wife has gone on to remarry twice since the divorce. This morning we both received an email from our company administrator that he and a few other managers needed to meet with us to discuss some urgent concerns they had regarding an employee. Apparently, one of our best managers, the type of person you never have a concern with, goes above and beyond, great work ethic, etc., has been going around and telling other staff and members of management that my partner is still married and we are having an illicit workplace affair. They claim that they found the marriage certificate online. This manager has insisted on telling everyone this. The admin and other department heads wanted to bring it to our attention because it had gotten out of hand. There is proof of this manager doing this. It is not hearsay. Something about this incident broke my brain. I don't really pay any mind to employees who gossip, or get disgruntled from time to time who doesn't, but something about this hit me wrong. This manager is our highly degreed clinical social worker and we operate a healthcare establishment. Everything I thought about them as a person was shattered. This was someone that I was constantly impressed by, praising to others, and genuinely really liked as a human and trusted. I was really proud to have this person as an employee. I am fully aware of the backlash and hate that employees can give to their supervisors, the gossip, rumor mill, whatever. I've even caught myself complaining about my previous supervisors from time to time before I owned this business, so I get it. I really do. In my opinion, there is a big difference between hating on your boss, gossiping, and defamation of one's character and reputation. What I want to understand is why someone would do this. What do they get out of it? My boyfriend had trio with my sister and best friend. Last week I found out my boyfriend had a trio with my best friend and sister in my apartment while I was fast asleep in the next room. This happened about 2 weeks prior. My best friend decided to come clean as she felt bad about it. However, she also told me after they got finished, my boyfriend and sister jumped into the shower together, and according to her they did it again in the shower all while I'm still asleep in another room. My sister had asked her to join in again, but my best friend said no and went to sleep. Since finding out, I've cut off my boyfriend and my sister, but to know if I can keep my best friend in my life. Although she finally came out about it and showed remorse, I'm still hurt that she made love with him, and don't know if I could trust her again. I confronted my sister and boyfriend, and they originally denied it but have since told the truth, that they had made love twice. Although I suspect it's been more than that, I believe now they were getting together constantly during our relationship, but they claim it was only twice. I can't believe they acted totally normal the following morning, like nothing had happened. My best friend was acting strange, but I thought nothing of it. Anyways, my sister had reached out to me through a fake account, and instead of an apology or showing remorse for what she did, she said since I didn't want a relationship with her anymore, she may as well go ahead and be in a relationship with my now ex. She then proceeded to tell me how my ex told her that lovemaking was better with her, and how he thought she was the hotter sister, and even told me they did it in the rear in the shower. She's disgusting. My boyfriend has also tried reaching out to me begging for me back, but a family member informed me yesterday that my sister has tagged my ex in a relationship status on Facebook and put a picture of them together as her profile picture, even uploaded a picture of them in bed together. He was half exposed and so was she, but the disrespect is insane. I'm heartbroken and will never speak to my sister again. Now what should I do with my best friend? Should I continue my friendship with her or cut her off too? I need help, please.
My ex-girlfriend has been leading a neurodivergent man on for over a decade to scam money out of him, even while we were together. I wasted the last 4 years of my life with a girl we'll call Emily. I thought she was a good and honest person. Boy, was I wrong. Emily had a close friend named Jeff. I never understood it. Jeff is a creepy and pathetic man who has orbited her since middle school. He's neurodivergent. At least that's what their friend group has used as an excuse for his actions. He's always had a crush on Emily. According to ex-friends, he's tried his hardest to get her to like him since they met. Emily does not like Jeff any more than a friend. Even then, the way she talks about him to me makes me feel she's completely disgusted by him physically. Along with her honesty, it made me never question their friendship, even if Jeff was obviously orbiting waiting for us to break up. A few weeks ago, Jeff asked us to try out polyamory so he could make love with Emily. I was furious. I wanted to put him in his place, but Emily stopped me. She seemed to have no problem with him asking, even though she turned him down. Her whole friend group acted like this was just a normal thing to ask. That me upset and mad that he would dare disrespect our relationship like that was wrong. It was Amy's problem. There are things that should have clued me into the fact that her friend group was a circus. I just ignored it. However, after the polyamory incident, I couldn't though. The things that ex-friends told me about Jeff and Emily made me ask questions and start digging. I ended up contacting one of Emily's ex and learned something very interesting. In high school, Jeff was giving Emily hundreds of dollars he was stealing from his parents. I and Emily had been arguing constantly after Jeff asked the question. She had been staying with her parents for a time while things cooled off. Once she showed back up at our place this week, I decided to confront her and asked if Jeff was giving her money. She denied it at first, but I told her if she does not tell me the truth, I will forward many of the texts she sent me commenting about Jeff's body and face to Jeff himself. Jeff has been giving money to Emily since they met. For the entire 4 years we were together, he was sending her sometimes hundreds of dollars each month. Her texts with him are flirty in nature. While not outright saying she's interested in him, she's heavily implied it, acting like it's just not the right time for her to be with him. She has reaffirmed to me that she's not interested in him. In fact, she's implied she actually hates his guts. I asked if her friends are also taking money from Jeff, and she said she did not know. I packed my crap up yesterday and am staying with my brother till I find a new place. I blocked Emily. I sent Jeff a text simply showing him how Emily talked about him to me. I'm 99% sure Jeff is stealing from his parents still as he lives with them. I found his parents' numbers and texted them letting them know what's happening. Moving on from 4 wasted years is going to be tough.
I found my husband's secret stash. We keep no secrets from each other, except for keeping the door closed when we poop. I went looking for one of our old credit cards. He has a few little hidey holes for important stuff. He's like Wally, so I went to his bedside table, bottom drawer, where he occasionally keeps old financial stuff. And there it was, just staring at me. I had no idea. Every card I've ever given him, every cutesy love letter, every sappy post-it, stacked neatly in the back corner, some in envelopes, some out, over 6 inches high, every card I fretted over, every page of handwritten 3 a.m. hopes and dreams. I'm a writer, so words are important to me and are the way I express myself when it's difficult to do so verbally. He knows this. People always say it's so nice to see how happy we are, that we're that couple. I feel it. It's not like we never left the honeymoon phase. We had some issues for a while. Most people don't know, but we pushed through and we're both better partners because of it. I never thought I could be this happy. In a million years, I never would have dreamed that I could have this kind of loving, challenging, supportive, affectionate, attractive, silly, perfectly complementary relationship. I feel lucky every day to have found this wonderful man, and I will never, ever take it for granted. But seeing that stack of cards, even though it may seem small to some in the grand scheme of things, just really made me happy today. I told him I loved him for the first time in a rambling Valentine's Day card. 7 years ago, we make a special point on every birthday, anniversary, whatever, to get the other person a nice card, write a little something. Maybe one day he'll be looking for something and find my stash, tucked away in my bookshelf, a stack of every card he's ever given me.